I am sorry there has been conflict between us. Allow me to make amends. Please, help yourself to anything in my cornhole.
Cornhole? Really? Oh, dear.
And I know just the place for us
Oops.
to go and blow off all this steam.
Really? This is so stupid. Lois in the background. It's one of my favorite Family Guy episodes. I never get tired of it. So, I just want to share what actually has happened today as I was just watching in the background. It's like my top 5 favorite episodes when they actually visit the Amish. Sucks I don't know any Pennsylvania Dutch because I speak German. Give or take, and ik bin weinig Netherlands, so to speak. I know it's like basically speaking German, but with an Arabic accent, so to speak. So first of all, I actually got these earlier for the 99-cent store, and I got banana chips. Oh, speaking of banana chips, I don't have the little piece that is shaped like a key. Oh my gosh, I wanted to share. Shit, where is it? Oh, poor thing. The thing is, I know this is so stupid because I want to do monkey business. The thing is, there was like a little piece of a banana chip. There it is. That is shaped like a key. I'm so autistic, honestly. Literally, if I can actually just use this to the door and just unlock it, I would. I wonder. Hold on. Alright, good. I'd like to do this privately. See if I actually can try to unlock it like this. I'm such a weirdo. Actually, I think it's from the opposite way. You can kind of barely... Nope, no, you cannot unless it's longer. Unlock the door. Go figure. I don't know. I just love my banana chips. If any of you have seen the video of me being addicted to them, that's the reason why. And my brother, he's actually getting ready to go to work. Let me actually put my pants on very quick. And there's Pustaku and Tash over there, just chilling over there. You're watching Dr. Stone, Toil? Oh, you're gonna love it, honestly. And my brother's watching Dr. Stone, believe it or not.
Sulfuric acid acquired.
This is so amazing. We can finally make the medicine and
He's
save
watching
Rory's
this.
life.
We're still.
And he's cute, by the way. Anyway.
Have some patience. You remember that crazy roadmap to the drug, right?
Sorry about that. I can't believe that my brother is actually watching Dr. Stone. He's on the 13th episode, by the way. The thing is, we both watch a lot of animes, and he's just getting all dressed up, so that's why I can only share, like, you know, his phone. Because that is like a, I forgot what type of Samsung phone that he actually has, because we both have Samsung phones, right? Even though he worked his ass off to actually pay for that one. It's not cheap. I think like $1,000, give or take. And my brother, he works a lot. He does, especially night shifts, because he works full time, so I don't know how the heck my brother does it. I need to work myself, but hopefully I can get paid on YouTube, and hopefully, well, I can support him and my mom, of course. Besides that, for the ones, once again, that happened on my channel, I definitely appreciate you for slipping on by, especially Soda Pop, that was my live stream since that day. He is such a sweetie for actually jumping in. And I know I'm missing a good episode from my guy, but it's fine. I'm so glad I was able to at least watch the Amish one in the background. I had to share something really crucial, give or take. So since I do talk a lot about like mental health and whatnot, I actually had a conversation with an older woman in our neighborhood, in the apartments, right? In our house. So, well, okay, not in our house, but like in her, well, like in the stairs. She actually has been going through a lot because of how she had 2 of her toes amputated. She actually suffers from diabetes, and she does smoke a lot, of course. And also, she is like really poor, give or take. If I can, how do I word this? Besides her having to go to rehab right now, and her name is Bibi, a really sweet name. No, not Bibi, Vicky. Think about Bibi from One Piece. I just really feel awful for her because she actually has nothing to drink because she can't drink, you know, tap water, which is sink water, of course. And how I'm thinking like one of her friends, give or take, stolen like $50 from her so that her brother and her can actually have something to eat, give or take, throughout the week. And I'm just upset of what she actually has been going through. And she looks really good for her age. Like, she's 60, but she looks like she could be 50, give or take, right? Like a whole decade younger. And what's really flattering is how she thinks I look like I'm 15 because I'm really short. I don't want to see my height because that's a secret. And she's a tall woman. She's my brother's height, 6 foot, give or take. And, you know, it's just really sweet of her to actually thinking I look young for my age, because I can actually lie about being underage if people want drugs for me, because that's not going to happen. But besides that, because it is Memorial Day or Memorial Night, I decided to share that mental health is kind of frowned upon, right? Like in social media or basically globally, especially here in the United States, because of how people don't understand that depression is not something that you would choose, just like suicide. Well, okay, suicide, that's not a joke whatsoever. Depression is not a choice, because you just don't wake up and saying, oh, like, Dion, I think you should just be lazy today and not eat anything. The thing is, for depression, it's so bad that you actually don't have... I'm just talking quietly, because I know my brother can actually hear me, because I got, like, a loud voice. Plus, he likes to be a little bit nosy. You know, I'm the same way, but not, like, you know, nosy. The thing is, basically, from my experience, when you're really depressed, you actually don't have the mental strength, right? Hell, even physical, but mostly mental, that you are not able to brush your teeth, having your clothes clean. If you actually haven't noticed, you know, my mother cleans my clothes, if you actually can tell, so that the quality is kind of bad, right? I got all those clothes on the floor, you know, I like it that way. And just not having the, I guess you could say, motivation to actually go anywhere. And it doesn't make sense to me how people are saying, oh, you should just go out and just basically do something, right? Or go out to clubs and meet people. Not like clubs as in somewhere that you get drunk, but like an activity, like a golf club or something. One, someone could probably live like miles away from that. Two, it's not that easy to actually just get dressed and clean up when you're actually depressed. And three, when you actually struggle with social generalized anxiety like I do, it's really difficult to actually talk with people. And you just can't just tell someone to do that. It's best to actually have a companion, you know, to do so. And for me personally, what usually helps me just to get out of the house as it is, even though I felt really depressed earlier today, I usually have my earphones on so that I won't actually have people bugging me when I'm actually out in public, because I like to actually have my privacy, give or take, right? And also, it just gives them the signal that I don't want to be bothered. You know, simple as that, so to speak, right? I'm trying to think about what else, because there's nothing special I want to talk about besides that. I just felt really awful for her, because when you live, like, below the poverty line, especially here in the U.S., because, well, you know, when it comes to, like, finding a job and living off minimum wage, it's really hard, because a lot of people are barely lucky to actually get jobs like my brother does, for example. It doesn't make sense how people tend to basically see someone that is poor or that doesn't have a vehicle as inferior. I can't talk right now. I don't understand that. Especially for someone my age, right? I'm 27 and I never drove in my life. Does that make me less of an adult? No, it doesn't. In fact, it makes me more responsible, even though I do get taken care of with my mom, because she actually cleans my clothes, so she gives me like $20, $40 a week or something off of groceries. However, though, I usually get around by foot. Okay, I'm lucky that I can do that, because a lot of people don't. But if that makes me less of a person to drive, then you also want to say for people that do take the bus to work, or less of an adult because they don't have a car. I can't imagine how expensive it is, especially if you're wasting a lot on gas, right? And you actually have to pay like a lot of car payments or something. I don't even know how my brother does. It's incredible. You know, that's just like a lot of money that you have to sacrifice on. Like that takes like a really heavy decision. Like if you basically work like really far from your job, then that's reasonable to get a car. But if you are like walking distance, then no, it isn't. If you have to string for it, right? And this is what really like hurts me to see for being an American, because our healthcare is really difficult to actually withstand. Education, that's one thing. I didn't learn anything about like sex until I was in high school. I can't believe it. Yeah, because I'm sure for any of you that learned sex ed, I'm sure you probably learned it since elementary school. I've not learned it until high school. I didn't know like what oral anal was, or what sperm is, or the ovaries. etc., right? And, it's just something that I had to learn on my own. And I did kind of learn, like, a lot about this stuff when it comes to porn. I know that seems sick, like, how someone would, like a man would orgasm or a woman would squirt, I'm not into that, because I do watch porn every now and then. It just depends, like, how stressed out I feel, I think. I stress out a lot. I guess you could say I'm also agosexual. A person that is asexual that doesn't mind watching porn, It just depends, and it has to be, like, certain porn. Plus, I'm not really into, like, the seeing, like, a man's penis or something. No, not really. Like, mostly the stomach, because I'm aroused by that. I just thought this would be something I can share, because, I like to talk about a lot of videos when it comes to, like, mental health or whatnot. And how much time do I got left? Okay, good. I got 2 minutes left. And also, speaking of mental health and whatnot, I actually remember watching this good episode of Family Guy when they actually had to go to this little, what is it? Like, Dion, what is it? Sorry about this. Hold on, let me zoom in very quick. There we go. No, the lighting is not that good off my phone. Damn it. I know, I apologize. Basically, this episode is when they go to the Deep South, when they had to go on vacation, and they actually become prisoners. What's so funny...
Prediction, when they let us out of here, we're going to have to go through the prison gift shop.
Stupid. Prison gift shop? Give me a break. What's so funny after watching this episode, which is probably why my mother mentioned this multiple times, so she watched a lot of documentaries. One thing I don't like about our country, even though it is the same throughout, like, Europe when it comes to, like, xenophobia, people from different countries, or even Islamophobia, which I understand in a way, is how we actually have racism, give or take, which means if you are black, you're seen as poor or uneducated. And that is not the case, because someone like me that's mixed black, right, isn't one of those things. Especially since I graduated from high school and whatnot. My skin pigment, okay, and plus this is my skin color. If you can see my shoulder, I'm much lighter than this. I'm just out in the sun a lot. That doesn't define me as a human being. That's because I'm darker, right? And it kind of sucks knowing from people from all different races that, live below the poverty line. I always see someone that's black that struggles a lot because, I don't know, maybe... I think, like, when it comes to that, in the Deep South of how, like, blacks are mistreated or whatnot, I'm not talking about, like, Black Lives Matter or anything. I don't want to pay attention to that. I'm just saying that in our country, though, it could be, like, a little bit corrupted because someone thinks that if you're this ethnicity, it basically determines how much money that you make as an adult. This doesn't make sense to me. So, this is something I just thought I could actually just share or whatnot. Because, well, it shouldn't matter what someone's race is. It kind of reminds me of that Dr. Stone, because my brother's watching that. Basically, you got all people, I can look that up. Like, you got, like, Dion, you can't think of anything, can you? No, I cannot. Like, we have, like, all different types of black inventors, white inventors, Hispanic inventors, etc. I just had to say, like, one person that I really admire, besides, like, Martin Luther King, for example, is Rosa Parks. She's not and I can't talk right now. An inventor. Oh boy, I got, like, less than a minute left. Basically, for her, if she didn't, like, stand up for, like, our rights on sitting, like, a certain position of the bus, then we probably wouldn't be that far today, when it comes to, like, having a favorite seat in the bus, because she actually doesn't let her being black make her feel inferior. That actually makes sense, right? And as a person that is black himself, always wanted to be, like, an artist and, like, making my own clothes and whatnot. And, I thought this is something that I actually can inspire by. I apologize I'm talking weird. It's just because my brother's in the room. Otherwise, I'll be talking more clearly. Because he can get a little bit noisy sometimes. But other than that, it's just...